السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. قال رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Inshallah, we will continue Surah An'am today, and we will start from Ayah 61 to 82. One quick reminder: I must have said when I was doing the previous one that the Ashab Sufa, but Rasulullah was in Makkah at that time, and Ayah number 52 was revealed. This whole surah was revealed in Makkah, and those people who were with him were Hazrat Khabbab, Hazrat Suhaib, Hazrat Bilal, Hazrat Ammar. And when the leaders of Quraysh come to Rasulullah, they don't want them to be with these people who did not have a status as the leaders of Quraysh had in that time. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed that ayah, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has asked Rasulullah that he should pay more attention and keep them more closer to you, because these people who have Iman near Allah, they are more beloved than these leaders of Quraysh who is not willing to accept the message. So now we will start, and still we know that the shirk, the topic of shirk, which is the main topic for Surah An'am, has been going on, and there are the shirk that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is highlighting is the one that you call anyone other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for help. Number two, you think that if you gonna make someone which is more closer to Allah as your best friend, and then you start thinking that that person will gonna help you as an intercessor, then Allah negate that also. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that no one can influence Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's decision. No one can influence Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is the concept that you have to be clear in your mind, and you have to make the relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala one-to-one, because it's mentioned in Qur'an twice. It will come, I think, in this ayah and in this surah, also in Surah Taha, that everyone will come individually to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if you are individually present, who is going to be intercessor for you? And as far as the shifa of Rasulullah is concerned, if you have the shifa of Rasulullah, you don't need anybody else's shifaat. But if you do not have the shifaat of Rasulullah, then no one else will matter who is trying to intercede in between you. And the shifaat of Rasulullah is that you should not soil your iman with shirk. And the ayah will come inshallah in today's discussion, which makes Sahaba shiver, and then Rasulullah clarify the ayah, and we will read. It is ayah number 82 of Surah An'am. So وَهُوَ الْقَاهِرُ فَوْقَ عِبَادِهِ وَيُرْسِلُ عَلَيْكُمْ حَفَظًا حَتَّى إِذَا جَاءَ أَحَدَكُمُ الْمَوْتُ تَوَفَّتْهُ رُسُلُنَا وَهُمْ لَا يُفَرِّطُونَ. Allah says that Allah is the one who is completely in command of His creation, and Allah also sent the angels who take care of the people on the earth. And when Allah orders someone to die, the angels come and take the spirit from that soul, and they never make any mistake. Allah has ordained them that they will not gonna make any mistake. ثم ردوا إلى الله مولاهم الحق ألا له الحكم وهو أسرع الحاسبين. And Allah is highlighting again that everyone will go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is the true creator of you and everyone else around you. And you should be aware and open your ears and listen that it's only Allah's decision that matters, and Allah is very quick in accountability. قُلْ مَنْ يُنَجِّيكُم مِّن ظُلُمَاتِ الْبَرِّ وَالْبَحْرِ تَدْعُونَهُ تَضَرُّعًا وَخُفْيَةً لَئِنْ أَنجَانَا مِنْ هَٰذِهِ لَنَكُونَنَّ مِنَ الشَّاكِرِينَ. And again Allah is highlighting, saying, O my beloved messenger, that tell them that who is the one who bring you when you are in sea back to the land, and who is the one who, when you truly and sincerely call him, and you call him in silence, like in hidden, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala take care of your affairs. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala really is the one who honor when you accept his commands. So he is shakir, meaning he is the one who really acknowledge what you do for him. قل الله ينجيكم منها ومن كل كرب من كل كرب ثم أنتم تشركون. And then Allah is saying that people, when Allah does this to them, that bring from the sea back to the land, and also take care of their affairs when they call them, what actually happens is when Allah take care of their affairs, they start going back and doing shirk. So this is something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is highlighting, that you should be just like Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, which this story will gonna come in few ayat, that he cut himself from everyone else and he become only worshipper of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. قل هو القادر على يبعث عليكم عذابا من فوقهم أو من تحت أرجلكم أو يلبسكم شيعا ويذيق بعضكم بأس بعض انظر كيف نصرف الآيات لعلهم يفقهون. And Allah is saying that it is in the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that he can send a torment, he can send a punishment on you either from your above, from your feet, or he can divide you in groups, and then groups will fight each other and show them that how bitter the fighting is. And Allah is giving you these ayat, these signs, so you should realize and understand. And when this ayah came down, Rasulullah says that I had make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that, Ya Allah, for my nation, make sure that they don't drown like the nation Pharaoh did, and they should not die from famine, and they should not be the one who will fight with each other. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept the first two of my duas, and the last one was not accepted. So the issue about fighting among Muslims is a big thing, and the only way that we can curtail and finish the fight is if we come to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because he is the one who has given us the true message, the true deen. And if you reach to Muhammad Rasulullah, which he lives right now among us as an institution, then all your conflicts will be resolved. وَكَذَّبَ بِهِ قَوْمُكَ وَهُوَ الْحَقُّ قُلْ لَسْتَ عَلَيْكُمْ بِوَكِيلٍ لِكُلِّ نَبَإٍ مُسْتَقَرٌ وَسَوْفَ تَعْلَمُونَ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying to the mushrikeen of Makkah that you are the one through which that Rasulullah is among you. He chose Rasulullah to be the messenger, and you falsify him, and he is on the true path. And if you falsify him right now, he will never gonna stand for you on the day of judgment. You have to bring iman to him now. And Allah says that every news and every event has a fixed time, and you will know very soon what will happen to you. لكل نبأ مستقر فسوف تعلمون وإذا رأيت الذين يخوضون في آياتنا فأعرض عنهم حتى يخوضوا في حديث غيره وإما ينسينك الشيطان فلا تقعد بعد الذكر مع القوم الظالمين. And Allah says, now Allah is showing us the future. Allah is saying that people who really wants to have critique our signs and ayat and don't want to accept the ayat, so they have one thing after the other and they falsify the ayat, you should stay away from them. O my beloved messenger, you should stay away from them unless they do something else. So this is the common practice in the time in Makkah, that they try to do something very I should say different, to make the common person in Makkah to stay away from Rasulullah. So that's what Allah is saying, that when they do something with the ayat of Allah, these leaders of the Quraysh, you stay away from them. And if by any chance, this is also for all the Muslims in the time when they were in Makkah, if by somehow or some means shaitan make you forget, Still, as soon as you realize, stay away from them. وَمَا عَلَى الَّذِينَ يَتَّقُونَ مِنْ حِسَابِهِم مِّن شَيْءٍ وَلَكِنْ ذِكْرٌ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَتَّقُونَ. And Allah says, whoever so is cautious, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive them and will not gonna have any accountability. But keep doing the nasiyah to them. You have to make sure whatever chance you get, you have to invite people to the right path. But you should be very cautious when they are doing some kind of joke around with the ayat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, stay away from them. And again Allah is emphasizing, وَذَرِ الَّذِينَ اتَّخَذُوا دِينَهُمْ لَهْوًا وَلَعِبًا وَغَرَّتْهُمُ الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا وَالذَّكِّرْ بِهِ أَن تُبْصَلَ نَفْسٌ بِمَا كَسَبَتْ لَيْسَ لَهَا مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ وَلِيٌّ وَلَا شَفِيعٌ وَإِن تَعْدِلْ كُلَّ عَدْلٍ لَا يُؤْخَذْ مِنْهَا أُولَٰئِكَ الَّذِينَ أُبْسِلُوا بِمَا كَسَبُوا لَهُمْ شَرَابٌ مِّنْ حَمِيمٍ وَعَذَابٌ أَلِيمٌ بِمَا كَانُوا يَكْفُرُونَ. And there are people that they make the religion just like playing games, and this worldly things has basically take away the original reality from their eyes. And your job is to do nasiyah to them, to bring them through this Qur'an, and make sure that they will understand what you are saying to them, and make sure that you make them realize that no one is gonna take care of you except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No one will intercede on your behalf. All the way, if you want to give everything that you possess right now in this world, nothing will be accepted for you in ransom. And because of your deeds, because what you are doing right now, you will be in big trouble on the day of judgment. And what's going to happen to you is, if you go out from this world, if you die without bringing iman on Allah and Rasulullah, then you will be given boiling water to drink, and you will have multiple other punishment, and those are because of your kufr that you are doing in this world right now. So again, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is highlighting that the time that's coming, if you don't correct your action right now, then you will meet a torment very soon. قُلْ أَنَدْعُو مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ مَا لَا يَنفَعُنَا وَلَا يَضُرُّنَا وَنُرَدُّ عَلَىٰ أَعْقَابِنَا بَعْدَ إِذْ هَدَانَا اللَّهُ كَالَّذِي اسْتَحْوَتْهُ الشَّيَاطِينُ فِي الْأَرْضِ حَيْرَانٌ لَهُ أَصْحَابٌ يَدْعُونَهُ إِلَى الْهُدَىٰ ائْتِنَا قُلْ إِنَّ هُدَى اللَّهِ هُوَ الْهُدَىٰ وَأُمِرْنَا لِنُسْلِمَ لِرَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has again in this previous ayah highlighted very clearly that no intercession will be accepted from these people who are not bringing the true iman. And now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that tell these people that you are worshipping something which will not gonna benefit you, which will not make any which will not gonna benefit you and does not cause you any harm. And tell them that how can we revert back to what the zulm you are doing to yourself, and when Allah has given us the true guidance. And Allah is giving an example that these people are just like Rasulullah is with them, and these people are being misguided by shaitan in a dense forest. And they are trying to find a way, and the only person who is calling them to the correct way is Muhammadur Rasulullah. And they are not listening to Muhammadur Rasulullah. So if they're gonna lost in a forest, and the person who is calling them Muhammadur Rasulullah, they will not gonna listen to him, they will never gonna get the guidance. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling Rasulullah that you should say that I have been told, I have been obligated to do complete obedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَنَقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَاتَّقُوا وَهُوَ الَّذِي إِلَيْهِ تُحْشَرُونَ وَهُوَ الَّذِي خَلَقَ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ بِالْحَقِّ وَيَوْمَ يَقُولُ كُنْ فَيَكُونُ. And also I have been obligated to do salah, I have been obligated that I should fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I should keep always that I will be resurrected and put in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of judgment. And He is the one, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who has created heavens and the earth. And the day Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will gonna say that be, and it will be. And what will be? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what we're gonna say? That the day of judgment. قَوْلَهُ الْحَقِّ وَلَهُ الْمُلْكُ يَوْمَ يَنْفَخُ فِي الصُّورِ عَالِمِ الْغَيْبِ وَالشَّهَادَةِ وَهُوَ الْحَكِيمُ الْخَبِيرُ. And whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says is absolute truth, is absolute haqq. And He is the only one who has the true kingship. He is the only king in the whole universe. He is the only one who has complete authority. He is the only one who owns all the dominions. And when the sur will be blown, then everyone will be destroyed. And the hadith says that Hazrat Israfil alayhi salam has already taken a deep breath, and the trumpet is in his mouth, and his eyes are fixed on the arsh. As soon as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask him to do so or order him to do so, he will do so. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows what is hidden and what is obvious, and He is the one who knows everything, and He is Al-Hakim. Now, after all this discussion about the attitude of kuffar in Makkah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is now gonna give us the story of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam. Again, Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam is the one who Allah says again and again in Qur'an, وَمَا كَانَ مِنَ الْمُشْرِكِينَ. And he is the one who is Hanif. That means he cut himself from everyone, and he becomes solely and solely for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is why we have to realize that how important it is that we should understand the true Tawheed. So Allah says, وَإِذْ قَالَ إِبْرَاهِيمُ لِأَبِيهِ آزَرَ أَتَّخِذُ أَصْنَامًا آلِهَةً إِنِّي أَرَاكَ وَقَوْمَكَ فِي ضَلَالٍ مُبِينٍ. That Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam says to his father that you are the one who is worshipping these idols, and I have no doubt that you and your nation is in complete misguidance. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, وَكَذَلِكَ نُرِي إِبْرَاهِيمَ مَلَكُوتُ السَّمَوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَلِيَكُونَ مِنَ الْمُوقِنِينَ. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has shown all the signs to Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, and this is the sunnah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that any messenger, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make their iman to haqqul yaqeen, that they have no doubt whatsoever in their heart about the truth, about the haqq. So when they go and they put their evidence in front of the other people, then they will have no doubt in it, and they have absolute confidence. And this is what Allah said. And then the main, which is the art of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, is the art of debate that Allah has blessed him with. He went in and he talked to the people at that point, and they were actually worshipping the stars. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given him this art that he will talk to them in a way that they will have no answer. They make them speechless with just the way that he debate with them. So Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam went to the nation and says, فَلَمَّا جَنَّ عَلَيْهِ اللَّيْلُ رَأَى كَوْكَبًا قَالَ هَذَا رَبِّي فَلَمَّا أَفَلَ قَالَ لَا أُحِبُّ الْآفِلِينَ. That he is now in this debate, and is saying that, oh, all these stars, one of them is my Lord. But when the star goes away, he says he cannot be my Lord because he is gone. The star has not been any there, and whosoever is not there for permanent, that cannot be God. Then he saw فَلَمَّا رَاغَ الْقَمَرَ بَازِغًا قَالَ هَذَا رَبِّي فَلَمَّا أَفَلَ قَالَ لَئِن لَمْ يَهْدِنِي رَبِّي لَأَكُونَنَّ مِنَ الْقَوْمِ الضَّالِّينَ. So when he saw the moon, which was like full-blown moon of the 14th, he says, oh, this is my Rabb. And when that moon goes down, he says, that cannot be my Rabb because it's not there anymore. And he says, my Rabb, my true Lord is giving me guidance, otherwise I will be among the people who are misguided. Then he says, فَلَمَّا رَأَى الشَّمْسَ بَازِغَةً قَالَ هَذَا رَبِّي هَذَا أَكْبَرُ فَلَمَّا أَفَلَتْ قَالَ يَا قَوْمِ إِنِّي بَرِيءٌ مِمَّا تُشْرِكُونَ. When he saw the sun, he said, that sun is huge and is big, and this is my Lord. But when sun went down, he says, that cannot be my Rabb. And then he says to his nation that whatever you are doing, worshipping these stars, they are all gonna go down. And I am sick and tired of your association with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah is the one who has given me true guidance. And he says, Inni wajjahtu wajhiya lillazi fatara as-samawati wal arda hanifan wa ma ana min al-mushrikeen, that I make my face towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who has created the heavens and the earth, and I become completely associated with one Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with one God. And I have true absolute sincerity in my heart, so I am not among the idolaters. وَحَاجَّهُ قَوْمُهُ قَالَ أَتُحَاجُّونَنِي فِي اللَّهِ وَقَدْ هَدَانِي وَلَا أَخَافُ مَا تُشْرِكُونَ بِهِ إِلَّا أَن يَشَاءَ رَبِّي شَيْئًا وَسِعَ رَبِّي كُلَّ شَيْءٍ عِلْمًا أَفَلَا تَتَذَكَّرُونَ. So Ibrahim had won the debate with his nation, or with the people where he was, that these stars that you are worshipping for no reason, these stars doesn't stay, they just come and go. So how come these stars can be your Rabb? And my Rabb, Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, is saying that his power and his authority and his knowledge is covering everything. Whatever you think, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has already had covered that. And he's also saying that I have no fear from your Rabbs or your Lords or your Ilaha, because they are none of them is the true Rabb. But my Rabb, my Lord, he, whatever he wants to do, he can do it. And then Hazrat Ibrahim says, وَكَيْفَ أَخَافُ مَا أَشْرَكْتُمْ وَلَا تَخَافُونِ أَنَّكُمْ أَشْرَكْتُمْ بِاللَّهِ وَمَا لَمْ يُنَزِّلْ بِهِ عَلَيْكُمْ سُلْطَانًا فَأَيُّ الْفَرِيقَيْنِ أَحَقُّ بِالْأَمْنِ إِن كُنتُمْ تَعْلَمُونَ. And he is openly giving them this challenge, that I have no fear from your gods who you are associated with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you are fearing with them, that's your problem, and you are the one who are in deep misguidance, for which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not giving us no dalil. There is no evidence that Allah has said anything what you are telling to me. So when you compare these two groups, one is Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, the other one is his people who is debating with about they are worshipping these stars, then you should know from your own, if you have a mind of judgment and a good mind, that who is on the right path. So Ibrahim alayhi salam is on the right path, he is on the haqq, and Allah is saying that you should know if you truly know it. So that means that when people realize that yes, the moon is not there during the daytime, the sun goes down at night, these stars are there and they are not there, so how can they be God? There is no way they can be God. If you ask these from your heart, the heart will tell you the truth. And this is what the debate Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam did with his nation, and sort of clearly explained to them that I have no fear from your so-called ilaha. I fear the only one God, which is my God, which is my Rabb. And this ayah number 82, when it came down, all the Sahaba was too much anxious. And then Rasulullah will explain this ayah to them. This ayah says, Allazina amanu walam yalbisu imanuhum bizulmin ulaika lahumul amnu wa hum muhtadun. That it says that whosoever has true iman, and if he does not do any zulm, those are the one who will get the true safety, and those are the one who are on the right path. So this says, who can say on himself that they have known no zulm on their own? So they went to Rasulullah, and Rasulullah recited the ayah of Surah Luqman, Inna shirka la zulmun azim. So this ayah says zulm means shirk. So even if we have true iman, we have to be on guard to make sure that we do not spoil our iman from any kind of shirk. And that's the most important message that this ayah 82 is giving right now. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.